to Reclaim Your Power. Today we're talking about all of the power that you've been giving away to other people and their judgments and expectations of you. Every time you live by their judgments and expectations, you fracture yourself. You hide parts of who you really are. You make yourself small and you silence your truth to keep the peace. You stop being you and you start performing who you think they want you to be. And you end up living from your head instead of your heart. And it's exhausting. And every time you do that, you abandon yourself. You give away a piece of your soul. And your power leaks out to them. And here's the truth. Their judgments are about them. When someone judges you, it's because you're mirroring something within them that they haven't dealt with. You're just a screen they're projecting onto. But when you stop living by their judgments, you come back to yourself. You reclaim the pieces of you that you gave away. And you can stop performing and start being. So today, we're calling back every part of you that you abandoned. We're bringing you home. This is a reclamation. Before we start, I want you to rate something. On a scale of 0 to 10, how fractured do you feel right now? How many pieces of yourself have you given away? 0 being you're whole, you're complete, you're fully yourself. 10 being you're completely fragmented and living entirely for others. So find your number, make a mental note, and let's begin. Okay, so let's close our eyes, if that feels safe. And take a slow but meaningful breath in through your nostrils, all the way in. And then let it go with a sigh. Breathing in again. Fill up the lungs, experience the inhale, and let it go through the mouth. One more time. Breathing in, through the nose, and then out through your mouth. And as you exhale, let your breath settle and find its natural rhythm. Bring your awareness to your body. Feel your feet on the ground, connected, supported. Notice the weight of your body, heavy, here, present. Now scan through your body. Just notice where have you been holding the weight of their expectations. Maybe it's in your shoulders, carrying the burden of their approval. Or in your throat, silencing your truth. Your chest, hiding your heart from them. Maybe it's in your stomach, churning with the fear of their judgments. Just notice where it lives and don't try and change it. Just acknowledge this is where I gave my power away. And I'll take a slow breath into that space. And as you exhale, just imagine softening around it. Now place your hand on your heart. Feel the beat beneath your palm. This is your center. This is home. Underneath all of the performing, underneath all of the managing, underneath the people pleasing. Your heart is still here. It's still beating. Still knowing who you actually are. Now ask yourself, who am I when I'm not performing? Who am I when I'm not managing their expectations? Who am I when I just let myself be? And you don't have to have an answer. Just feel it. Your heart knows. Take another breath, nice and slow. And as you begin to exhale, open your eyes. Okay, so let's tap. Find the side of your hand and start tapping with me. Slow breath in. Long breath out. Repeating after me. Even though I've been living by their judgments and expectations, and I've fractured myself, I choose to call back all parts of me anyway. Even though I've made myself small and silenced my truth to earn their approval, I choose to reclaim my power anyway. Even though I've abandoned myself, every time I've performed for them, I choose to come home to myself anyway. I choose to forgive, love, and accept myself. Say again, I choose to forgive, love, and accept myself. One more time. I choose to forgive, love, and accept myself. Okay, top of the head. I've been living by their judgments. Eyebrow. By their expectations. Side of eye. I've made myself small. Under eye. To make them feel comfortable. Under nose. I've silenced my truth. Chin. To keep the peace. Collarbone. I've hidden parts of myself. Underarm. To be accepted by them. Inner wrist. And I stopped being me. Thumb. And started performing who they wanted me to be. Index finger. I've been living from my head and my heart. Middle finger. I've been calculating, managing, people pleasing. Ring finger. I've abandoned myself. Pinky. Over and over and over again. Okay, take a breath. Notice what's there. And now we're going to start to question this and open to a new truth. Top of the head. But their judgments are about them. Eyebrow. Their expectations are about them. Side of eye. I was never meant to carry them. Under eye. I've been living in the shadow of what they want under nose. Instead of living from my heart. Chin. I gave away pieces of myself. Collarbone. To people who don't even see me. Underarm. I fractured myself trying to be accepted. Inner wrist. But I don't need their approval. Thumb. I don't need to perform anymore. Index finger. What if I call back all pieces of myself? Middle finger. What if I can reclaim what I've given away? Middle finger. What if I'm ready to come home to myself? Pinky finger. What if I am ready to be whole again? Okay, breathe. Feel any shifts, no matter how subtle. And our final round is the round of reclamation, calling you back. Top of the head. I call back all parts of myself. Eyebrow. I call back the pieces I gave away. Side of eye. I call back my voice that I silenced. Under eye. I call back the power I handed over. Under nose. I call back the light that I dimmed. Chin. I call back every part I abandoned. Collarbone. I reclaim my truth. Underarm. I reclaim my right to take up space. Inner wrist. I reclaim my open heart. Thumb. I reclaim my voice. Index finger. I reclaim my power. Middle finger. I reclaim all of me. Ring finger. Every single piece. Little finger. I have reclaimed my wholeness. Okay. Take a deep breath in, and then hold it, and then blow it out of the mouth. Big long exhale. Now with your eyes closed, check in again. Rate how fractured you feel from 0 to 10. Where are you now? And just notice what has shifted. Maybe you feel more whole. Maybe pieces are coming back. Maybe you just feel lighter. All of it is valid. Here's what you just did. You acknowledged how you fractured yourself. You realized that their judgments were never yours to carry. And you call back every part of yourself that you gave away. This is the reclamation. Not just giving back their expectations, giving back their judgments, but calling back your wholeness and your power, your voice and your truth, your light. parts that you've abandoned to make them comfortable. And you can keep bringing yourself home. You can come back to this practice anytime you need it, daily if needed. And here's what happens when you're whole. You can finally stop performing. You can finally stop living from your head. And you can drop into your heart and just be yourself. You can stop managing other people's expectations, because that's none of your business. You start living your life, not the shadow version, the real version, the real one. So we're finished with one closing statement. You can say it with me out loud or just in your mind. Let's place our hands on our hearts for this one. I call back all parts of me. I reclaim my power. I've reclaimed my wholeness, and I'm home now. All right, one last final breath. Breathe it all the way in. A nice long exhale. Welcome home. Thanks for tapping with me. See you in the next one.